Hello and welcome back to Lord Fenton Gaming Plays Assassin's Creed Valhalla. I'm your host Lord Fenton. In today's Assassin's Creed Valhalla walkthrough video on the PlayStation 5 version, we're still doing the Lay of Hunwald in Lincolnshire. This time we're doing part 2 and go ahead and finish it up. As always, like, comment, and subscribe to my channel for more Assassin's Creed Valhalla videos like this. And do not forget to hit that notification bell so we'll be updating more. Let's go ahead and look on the map, shall we? Now, on the map, this is where you want to be. This is the exact location. Yeah, you see it. It's really easy to go to. So you either use the C or one of the fast travel points. So I'm going to go right now and see Alfgard. Yeah, that's right. We're going to go ahead and see him. So we're going to hear his side, why he should be Lord. Now, last video, we heard about Hunwald's side. I am not convinced still. He's a little bit irresponsible. Very fun to hang around with, but still we need someone with responsibility. Oh, wow, this is his land. It's small. Okay, I'll admit that, but still, it's pretty nice. So as soon as I get inside, I get close to him, I'm going to go ahead and initiate the cutscene. I'll return and tell everybody what's going on definitely next.
Eivor, welcome to my estate, old friend.
Thane Elfgard. It's an impressive amount of land you oversee.
Quite right. I often get lost swimming to my island in this flowing sea of wheat.
You're flush with land and crops, to be sure. You're a brave man to flaunt your riches from this lonely hill.
It's not bravery, it's trust. I trust the respect I've earned keeps Saxon and Dane alike from temptation.
You said you had something to show me when we last spoke. What did you mean?
Yes, I did. Observe. This fine specimen belonged to our beloved elderman, Hunwald, before his untimely passing. He left it here when we last hunted together. I now wish you to have it.
It's a beautiful weapon, finely crafted. Thank you.
I thought you might like it. Now, take it and come hither. I have a rousing hunt planned for the two of us. Leave aside talk of politics and shire moats. Let us enjoy the fruits of my land together.
We're hunting or fruit picking?
Both, if you like. Whatever you fancy. I'm generous with the yields of my estate, as you will see. To be plain, Eivor, a great bear has been badgering my estate for weeks. I must do away with it, if only to prevent a future tragedy.
You brought me here to hunt a bear?
Yes, and I'm so pleased you agreed to come. I suspect you know better than most that I have what it takes to lead this shire. Though its line of kings is all but ended, the people of this land still teems with life, with promise. But today, the shire languishes. It needs the guidance of new blood.
Like me.
Sorry?
I'm the definition of new blood. It may be I should put my name in for Elderman.
There it is, that dark sense of humor. Blunt as a hammer, eh? Like the one carried by your thunder god. I don't recall the name.
Go on.
What I mean to say is, I enjoy the company of your people. Or people like you. What little I've seen of them. And I don't care what stuffy fools like Herefriv and Hunwald say. You Danes are damned decent people. Not dense at all.
Kind of you to notice.
I remember when the Danes first arrived, not long ago. The locals were terrified.
Are we hunting, Elfgard? Or is it your hope that I'll braid your hair?
Hunting, definitely. The bear's lair should be nearby.
Now we're going hunting with Thane Alfgard. It is a bear.
Ah, my old friend Grim. How wonderful to see you here. What a pleasant surprise.
What surprise? I came as you requested.
Yes, and how is Grimsby? How are all the other Danes?
I can't speak for all Danes, but I am well, and itching for a hunt as you made plain in your message this morning.
Yes, that's right. Very good. Speaking of Danes, I'd like to introduce you to Eivor. Perhaps you know each other as one Dane to another.
It is good to meet you, Grim.
Hey, Eivor. Did he lure you here as well with the promise of a hunt?
Yes, hunting a bear. That's the point of all this. We're hunting, I promise.
There's a cave just up the hill there. Seems a likely place for a lair.
If the beast is as large as Elfgard claims, it'll take all three of us to bring it down.
I'm game. Let's get a new fur cloak, shall we? There's all manner of beasts in this forest. If we don't find the bear, we'll find something worth our supper.
I have a divine rule over the land on my estate. God shall provide. Have no worry.
Now we got a hunting party. Thank Alfgard, myself, and Grim. So we're going through this bear cave right now. Advice about what's coming up. If you're good at animal combat, you'll do well. If not, yeah, use that slow ability, which are bow and arrow, to make things a lot more easier. And let's go ahead and get in some trouble right now.
This is the threshold of a beast's home. There's no doubting that. That's not a bear. Wolves.
And not a bear in sight.
Well, we didn't see a bear. Instead, we saw wolves. Yeah, that's correct. We killed some wolves. That was not too bad. So we'll go to the marker, and then some series of events will happen.
Oh God. Eivor, there's something you'll want to see here.
Is that smoke? My God! My estate is burning like a twig!
Soon to be a sea of fire.
Eivor! You're skilled enough, and I can't tell you how to handle this, but please! My God, help me with this!
I'm in this fight with you. A clutch of puny Mercians don't frighten me.
My people are fleeing! They must get to safety!
Someone waited until you were away to set your world aflame.
I'll send them straight to hell! The marauding menaces! The drops! The fear! They're burning the wood! Burn this thing down!
Mercian dogs!
The men who would see you burn are dead. Let's get these fires out.
Agreed. What a mess. A sea of ashes. I thank you, Eivor, for doing what you could.
You're a man of many riches, Alfgard. You can rebuild.
To be sure. But I do not look forward to the toilet. Sweet Lord in heaven! The bear is returned!
The Shire mood will start soon. I should return to Lincoln to see that it goes well.
Away, beast! Away! You won't trouble me any longer!
Elfgard! Careful!
We found the bear, but still the area got torched, and we killed some of the bad guys. Let's see here. This guy and Hunwald was hunted down. We stopped their assassins, and that's all good. So for the next part, this is very important. You'll be picking a leader. My advice, do not pick the priest. Seriously. Pick the other two. I'll give my choice when I am about to vote, and here we go.
Archer, is everything ready?
The Shire Moot will soon begin. Will you join us, Eivor? We'd be comforted by your presence.
Yes, I'm curious to see this Shire Moot for myself. I'll follow. When will the vote begin, Abbess?
12 able lords of Lincolnshire have already cast their stones, but they have reached a tie. 4 votes for each man. It now falls to you to break this impasse.
Me? By whose order?
You have earned the trust of our 3 candidates, it seems. Even our bishop has found a certain fondness for your hardy spirit.
It's an important vote for your people. How would you counsel my vote?
I value competent and righteous leadership, not foolish friends in high seats.
Anyone but Hunwald, you mean?
I love Hunwald, as I love my own kin. But I would not put a stone in his care without fearing for the safety of both. I pray that God guides your vote today, and not the devil, as I fear.
How are you, Lord?
Have I heard aright? That you have come to break us from our deadlock?
I have, Lord. Have you any advice before I vote?
Lord Hundbeor was a bold and honest man, if somewhat reckless. I see the same qualities in his son. Therefore, Hunwald is my man.
King Ceolwulf's attendant, aren't you?
Aye. The king sends his love and support. Whatever happens here today shall have his full blessing.
He's learning fast. Good man.
A vote for Hunwald will return the House of the Ferocious Swan.
Good evening, Alfgard.
Eivor, I hope it's not untoward of me to solicit your support, but I do need it. The vote is closer than a cat's whisker.
It's a difficult choice, Alfgard. Know that I won't make it lightly.
Good, good. But let me say unreservedly that I am the man who will lead Lincolnshire into progress and victory.
I don't doubt your convictions, Lord.
A vote for Hunwald will return the House of the Ferocious Swan to its former glory.
How fare you, Lord?
My prayers are fervent and my will is strong, Eivor. If I am Elderman, I will bring joy to this Shire.
There's more to good leadership than merrymaking. You must be strong and stern and willing to take risks.
Of course, of course. Strength and wisdom and fortitude and all that. I shall rise above the peat moss of mediocrity. Have no fear.
That's good to hear. Grim, good to see you again.
A hearty hello, Drenger. Seems Britain is getting quite used to the idea of Danes stalking her shores.
Where do you fall in this contest, Grim? Elfgard is a friend of yours, is he not?
He is, and a good man as well. But I cast my stone for the bishop.
The bishop? That's an odd strategy.
These Christians are easy to nudge about. So desperate they are to avoid a good fight, they'll agree to most anything a Dane says.
Bishop,
Eivor, I must thank you for your fearless participation in our moot.
I'm surprised to hear you vouch for me, Bishop.
I surprised myself, to be honest. But I felt it would be a good test of God's faith in my judgment. Under my guidance, this Shire is crawling back from a decade of lawlessness. God knows the love that lives in my heart for the people of Lincolnshire. I pray now that he guides your hand accordingly.
Quite a gambit, Bishop. Mad enough to work, it may be.
Well then, I thank you for what it's worth. God go with you.
Now, after talking to so many people, I'm picking Alfgar. He's more than a reasonable choice. Hunwald's too immature, and the priest I do not trust.
3 men, 3 possible futures. Which of these sad puppets will dance best when you call upon them? It's not for myself I must cast this stone, but for my clan. Who will serve us best in a time of true need? You can never be certain where you stand in another's heart. Choose only for yourself. All three have strengths and weaknesses. Though tinged with arrogance, Alfgar is competent and wealthy. He'd be a good Elderman, but a faithful ally? I choose Alfgar. He is sturdy and competent, and his wealth will be a boon.
It is decided. By the grace of God, the new Elderman is Lord Alfgar of Lincoln.
God has spoken, and his voice is a clarion call. As your Ealdorman, I will work to better this Shire, to foster peace between its people, and to serve our king. I bless you all.
Let us all raise our cups. A toast to our new Elderman. As all well know, this Shiremoot's decision is not final, but advisory. It now falls to our newly anointed King Ceolwulf to ratify our choice. To this end, we need not worry. Ceolwulf is a friend to Saxon and Dane alike, and he is sure to approve the results. Our good and noble friend, Arthelswith.
A septic rot has overtaken this Shire. A sickness for which there is only one cure.
Your Grace! What is this?
Nobles of Lincolnshire, stand fast!
For the glory of the ancients, leave none alive!
How their guard welcomes a new Elderman. Bishop, this is Endgame. Your troubles begin early, Alfgar.
We'll find and kill that man.
To think such carnage could happen in Lincoln.
The grief tosser can't have gone far. Raise a feared and march against what men he has left.
Agreed. Hunwald, will you fight with me?
I will. For the sake of Lincolnshire, I bloody will.
I am at a loss for words. A trusted man of the cloth. I will pray for these martyrs, and tend to the remaining wounded, until the last man walks free.
Be well, Archer.
And you, Eivor. May God, or the gods, protect you.
Now, my gut feeling was right, and besides the first impression of that one priest guy, I didn't trust him after that first impression. And besides, there was no quest associated with him, so you put two and two together. Yeah, that would have been a bad choice. Instead, I picked Alfgard. We got attack, and the priest revealed himself as an Order Ancient member. So let's go ahead and skip to the next part of the video. Now, I am here. This is where you need to go next. This is the assault. Now, if you would have picked the priest guy, the arc would have ended immediately. But we're on another quest, which is very good, which is assassination of that Order Ancient member, which is really nice. Besides, if you do need some more Order Ancient members down, this is it right here. So what I'm going to do is go ahead on forward. Then I'm going to do a pre-battle talk with everybody else. I'll return and give everybody an update on what to do next.
Such carnage I've never seen. That twisted bishop must pay the devil his due.
What news?
We have learned that Herefrith occupies a fort at Anacastra, south of here. An eager fear awaits my voice to lead him into battle. Will you ride with us?
I've gone some days without a proper siege. Lead on.
To the camp then, and onward to Anacastra. Follow, if you will.
Herefrith was a friend of my father's and always so dear to me. I don't understand what possessed him.
He invoked the name of an ancient order before his men attacked. I know exactly what possessed him.
Do you?
It's not a story for now.
This will send waves of disgust through all the parishes of Mercia. Herefrith is a new and ugly stain on the bishopric.
Your Christ was an interesting man, if a little soft. But stranger still, I've met so few Christians like him.
Today has been a boon, Eivor. In spite of everything, I now know my father's spirit still burns within me. It's thanks to you I know this. When songs are sung of the day Lincolnshire was saved, your name will ripple through every stanza.
Don't be hasty, Hunwald. One verse of our song remains unsung. The din of battle beckons.
You pagans and your appetite for battle. I certainly don't share it. I worry what diabolical feast the bishop has in store.
Don't let that poxy bishop worry you. With Eivor beside us, he'll be victuals before long. How has Atcha taken all this? She and Herefrith were so close.
She must feel as though the devil himself attacked her monastery. The poor lady.
We spoke briefly. Her spirits were low, but her work carried on. I think she'll be fine.
Manipulated by a man who should be God's gladdener.
Our camp is just here. When the feared is ready, we'll attack with speed.
The sooner the better. Herefrith will entrench deeper with every passing hour.
Our warsmith has arrived. The Feards are ready to fight.
Chieftain Eivor, can we win this battle with the small number you see assembled here?
If they fight as strongly as they smell, we'll claim victory.
Then we'll have no cause for worry. We should attack soon, before the bishop can muster more troops. What do you think, Eivor?
We attack now. Ready the Feared.
Our first task will be to breach the outer wall. Then we deal with the troops inside. Who's... For the glory!
Now, I'm going to be honest here. This one was very easy. And then again, I'm OP'd, so let me explain. Just do the objectives if you want to focus on that. Get through it quickly. You want to kill everything in sight. That is fine. Great news, there's no boss fights. Instead, there's the target. So I'll return when I get to the target.
Fire! Die! Watch that! We have this. There's the target. It's taking damage.
Need to find a way past that palisade. An explosion could do it. Or I can try hitting it with a springle.
I got him! My thanks, Alfgar!
Thank me when
Time
the
to
deed
die.
is done. Bleed you. Let's fight.
Challenge at last.
You like a pig.
Hervey has gone mad. You, point me to the bishop. No one else need die today.
He's in the chapel there, hiding away. Scabrous coward.
Let no one leave that church without facing judgment. Need to get on the other side.
We watch each other's backs! Give up, you shit! God damn you!
Hell with you! Take your last breath!
To respite, Lord, please. Our battle is lost.
Continue the work of God, my boy! Kill this pagan!
paradisum. Externa est una via ad emundationem propriae vitae eius terrenae terminale adhere solum modo in paradisum pax eterna penitentiam et per peccatum enim.
Like I said before, that wasn't too hard for me. That was very simple to do. So let me go ahead and explain what's going on next. We're going this way. This will directly lead us to the bishop. That is correct. We're going to assassinate him. I'm going to be honest here for a few seconds. I was disappointed that the bishop didn't put up a fight. You'll see in a few moments, but still, once you get to the bishop, just simply assassinate him, and voila, you get the nice cutscene and his medallion, which is a tally for the Order of Ancient members you just killed. So let me get on closer, and as soon as I get close, I'm going to go ahead and just stab him since he's just staying there, and I'm going to say goodbye to him. So, goodbye.
I died the day I hid behind these robes, this cross. To bring the light of my order to a wider view, I debased myself. Clawed my way to the top of this common religion, full of common men. I should have lived as the ancient dead.
That's the folly of mankind, Hiravrid. We wallow in our failures like happy pigs in a sty of shit. We should have learned to enjoy it.
Been killed.
Eivor! You fought as one possessed by a demon today.
Herefrid may yet have allies in Mercia, members of his secret order, but the immediate danger is past.
You have my deepest thanks, Eivor. To you I owe all my future happiness and prosperity.
You're a good fit for Eldon and Elfgard. Just make sure you put the Shire's needs above your own.
Of course. I'd not be the man I am today without this land, these people.
It's a shame Hunwald was not fit to don his father's boots, but he can bring joy to the people here. Treat him well.
Yes, about that. I believe he has a somewhat different idea of his future. You should talk to him.
About?
Until next we meet, Eivor. The strength of Lincolnshire is yours, should you need it.
We are bonded now. Your people and mine.
I have found better friends in Danes, to be honest. Swanborough is my love, and you are a better friend to me than any here. Would it be an imposition to ask... Well, could we live with your clan? Swanborough and I. It would mean so much to her. And to me.
Of course you may. We'd be happy to host you, ferocious swan. And your charming Dane. Come when it suits you.
Oh, yes! I'll pull my weight, I promise. And fight when needs be, and I won't drink more than I'm allotted.
You fight with us, Hunwald, and you can drink as much as you like.
Thank you, Eivor. This means... it means the world to me.
Now it seems the wind calls me back to Randvi. Let's tell her the good news.
So let me go ahead and explain. I picked the right guy as the leader. Now Hunwald and his lover wanted to live at our settlement. That was an automatic yes. So the lovebirds are definitely together and very happy, which is great. It was the best possible outcome in Lincolnshire. So I'm going to go ahead to the settlement and report in. Other than that, the Order of the Ancient Member who influenced this area is gone. So that's really great. So let me get over here in this direction. And then report into Randvi. This was a really fun arc. Some very good choices. Glad I picked the right one, which is really good. Now, if you would have picked the priest, you would have had done the Jorvik arc in order to reveal that target. But still, let's go ahead and get some nice cash and more.
Lincolnshire is a friend to us.
Wonderful news. And who is our ally there?
Alfgar is now Ealdorman of Lincolnshire. I believe he will be a good friend to our clan.
Good. I hope he is a man we can trust.
Eivor? A moment.
You know what? We definitely have time to do one more task, which is upgrade a building for our settlement. So sometimes when you do some of these arcs in the game, like for example, you pledge in Lincolnshire, you will get cargo from time to time. Take full advantage of it. You see the fowl farm? We're going to go ahead and upgrade that to another level. I think I will definitely max that out. I have one more ability to upgrade. So here we go on upgrading this ASAP. Let me go ahead and see if there's any more things to upgrade. Oh, wow, we got one more, so that might do it, the final upgrade. So let me go ahead and give a nice recap of today's video. After visiting Alfgard's lands and saving it, we decided to vote. Alfgard is the leader of Lincolnshire. The bishop, aka the priest, revealed he was an Order of Ancient Member. We saw his keep. We assassinate him, add him to the dead Order of Ancient Members tally. Hunwald and his lover definitely lives with us. In our next Assassin's Creed Valhalla walkthrough video, we're going to do the Jorvik arc and some settlement quests. Well, everyone, this is it for my Assassin's Creed Valhalla PlayStation 5, the Lay of Hunwald Lincolnshire arc part 2. This is Lord Fenton signing off. Thank you for watching and have a wonderful day or night. Please stay safe. Please subscribe to my channel for more Assassin's Creed Valhalla videos just like this. If you like what you see, then pick my suggestion on the upper left hand corner or the bottom left hand corner YouTube suggestion. Have a wonderful day or night. Please stay safe.